Hi friends, this time we're going to do this bracelet which I copied from another crochet pattern, but I made it into pop tops and I hope you like it. For this project we're going to need the following materials. We're going to use about 6 or 7 pop tops depending on how big your wrist is, and also we're going to need omega thread number 2, but this time I'm going to be using a green color, some beads to decorate, and we're going to do a fold in the rough part of the pop top using your pliers. And we're going to do the same with all the pop tops. And also we're going to need nylon thread and needle. And this is the crochet hook that I'm using. We are going to cover the pop top with crochet, and we're going to do 17 single crochet stitches on the soft side of the pop top. There's 1, 2, 3, and repeat this step until you complete 17 single crochet stitches. This is my number 17, my stitch number 17, and at this point we're going to jump to the other side of the pop top, and on this side we're going to do 20 single crochet stitches all the way until you get to the other side. This is the stitch number 20, and we're going to close with the slip stitch. And we're ready to cut the thread and hide the excess. And we're going to need all of the pop tops to be exactly like this one. The next step is to connect all the pop tops with needle and thread, like this. We're going to start by aligning the corners. And once the first two pop tops are connected, continue doing the same with the rest of the pop tops, and they have to look something like this. After all the pop tops are joined, I ended up using 7 after all. We're going to do this design that it's double crochet stitches. On this side I made 1, 2, 3. In the middle of the pop top, a double crochet stitch and then 2 chain stitches, and another double crochet, and each pop top is going to have 4 double crochet stitches. I can't tell you exactly how many stitches we're going to count. It's just a matter of calculating so we can have 4 stitches in each pop top. This time I'm using beads to decorate the bracelet, and I already added them to the thread. So I have 14 beads for 7 pop tops. Let me show you the other bracelet. If you see the pointy ends, I did a chain stitch, but this time we're going to put beads. So we need 2 beads for each pop top. So if we have 7, that means that we're going to need 14. I'm going to start here in this stitch. Do 2 chain stitches, 1, 2, and then add 1 more. We are supposed to do 1 chain stitch to separate the double crochet stitches. We're going to do another double crochet, but we're going to skip 1 stitch and work on the other stitch. So that's 1 double crochet, 1 chain stitch, and another double crochet, but we're going to skip 1 stitch and work on the other one. So far we have 3 double crochet. Another chain stitch. We're going to skip 1 stitch and work on the other one. And do 1 double crochet stitch. At this point we're already working in the middle of the pop top, and we're going to do 2 chain stitches. After the 2 chain stitches, we're going to do another double crochet stitch. Skip one of the stitches and work on the other one. And that's going to help us define the pointy edges. 1 chain stitch, skip one of the stitches, work on the other one, and do a double crochet stitch. If you notice, we already have 2 on this side, and on the vertical side of the pop top we have 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's do 1 chain stitch, and at this point we're ready to jump to the other pop top, and we're going to work on this stitch and do a double crochet, and then 1 chain stitch, skip one of the stitches and work on the other one, and do another double crochet, and then 2 chain stitches because that's the stitch in the middle. Skip 1 stitch, don't work on this one but on the next one, double crochet, a chain stitch, and skip 1 stitch, don't work on this one but on the other one, and do the double crochet stitch, and then a chain stitch. And as you may notice, we also have our 4 stitches on this pop top, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to be doing the same with the rest of the pop tops until we get here, and I'm going to explain what to do next. And once we get to this point, we're going to do our last chain stitch, and we're going to bring our crochet hook here in the middle of the pop top and do a double crochet stitch, and 5 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to bring our crochet hook to this same spot and do another double crochet. One chain stitch, and we're going to repeat the steps that we just did on this side but on the other side. And we get to the other end, we're going to do the same that we just did here, which is 2 double crochet stitches and 5 chain stitches between them. I'm going to do my last double crochet stitch here, and then we're going to close with a slip stitch. We're going to do 1 chain stitch, and then we're going to proceed to do 2 single crochet stitches in each of the spaces. So that's 1 and 2, and I'll go to the next space, and that's 1 and 2 single crochet stitches, and the same with the following 2 single crochet stitches. When we get to the stitches in the middle of the pop top, do 2 single crochet stitches, and then bring one of the beads to the middle after you do the 2 single crochet stitches, and then do 2 more single crochet stitches in that same space. Then bring the crochet hook to the other space and do 2 single crochet stitches. And we're going to do the same in the other space, 2 single crochet stitches. So that's 1 and 2. And the same with the other one. And we already got to the other pop tab, to the space in the middle, and we're going to do 2 single crochet stitches. That's 1 and 2. And then we're going to bring the other bead and try to position it just right in the middle, and after that do 2 single crochet stitches in that same space. So that's 1 and 2. And we're going to be repeating these same steps with all the pop tabs all across the bracelet. We are not going to add beads to the spaces that are in both ends. We're just going to do the 2 single crochet stitches. And in this space just in the middle where we made 5 chain stitches, we're going to do 4 single crochet stitches. And then go to the next space and do the 2 single crochet stitches, and it's just basically repeating the same steps of that we just did on the other side. Just remember that pop tabs in the middle are supposed to have 2 single crochet stitches, 1 and 2, and then add 1 bead, and it's going to look like in the other side. Position it just in the middle and then do 2 single crochet stitches in the same space. So that's 1 and 2, and just repeat the same step. In case you don't want to add beads to the bracelet, just do 2 single crochet stitches, and instead of adding a bead, do 1 single crochet, 1 chain stitch, and then go back to that single crochet stitches, and it's going to give you that pointy look like on my black bracelet. And when we reach the other end, do the same, which is 4 single crochet stitches, and then at this point we're going to close here with the slip stitch. We are ready to do a little loop closure. Since the number 2 thread is too thin, this is what I did. I did 1, 2 chain stitches, and then I went back to the first stitch and I did a single crochet stitch, then another 2 chain stitches, go back and do a single crochet, and then again 2 chain stitches, go back to the other stitch and do a single crochet, and that way it looks kind of resistant. And just keep going until you reach size that you feel that a button is going to go through. Just calculate accordingly, and I think that's enough for me. And once that it's enough, do a single crochet and we're ready to cut the thread and just add a button on the other end. To make the pointy edges stand out, just pull the beads out a little bit, like this. And this is how it looks. I hope that you liked this tutorial. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave me your comments, and share. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.